Hello everyone, it is Monday, but you probably won't be seeing this till Tuesday. And welcome to another weekly edition of Real Estate Talk with Jay. So this week's going to be short and sweet. Hopefully you saw Josh and I's video towards the end of last week. If not, go back and look for that. We did a real thorough analysis of the real estate market through the third quarter of this year and just kind of gave our thoughts on where we might see our local market go after this. But this week, we're going to focus back on just the weekly numbers, and I'm going to try to get through them as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so a few things to note this week. New listings and active listings. So the new listings has been on a downward trend for the last few weeks, but really if you look out, like I am on this graph over the past few weeks, you can see new listings are kind of like a wave function. They're up one or 2 weeks, down 2 to 3 weeks, up 1 or 2 weeks, down 2 or 3 weeks. So not a whole lot changing there, but we are getting close to the season where people just tend not to list their properties for sale because it's the holidays. So we will keep an eye on that. The number of active listings is continuing its climb. Could we start seeing a continued climb towards a more balanced market? If the sales continue to slow down, like I'll show you, it might take fewer listings to reach that balanced number. So what I mean is that at our current pace, we need about 5-ish thousand active listings to be considered a balanced market. But if sales slow, since that balanced number is a function of how many sales happen per month, fewer sales per month means that number can come down to where we might be more at 4,000 or 3,500. That's what we consider a balanced market, which you can see at 1,500. We've still got, quite a ways to go, but we're moving in the right direction. As far as pricing on those newly listed homes, you can see that the list price really has not changed over the last few months. So the list prices, the median list price is holding fairly steady where it's at. Or if you look at the number of pendings, those are the homes going under contract in the current in that current week. And you can see those numbers are starting to go down, which is part of the seasonality that we are returning to this year. But the question is, when is it going to start to flatten out? Is that going to be the normal seasonal, or is something else going to happen? Along with the pending listings, obviously pendings are going down, so is the number of home sales are going down as well. But if we look at pricing, once again, since we are still in a seller's market where we're short on inventory, it's not having a huge impact on the prices of homes. You can see that the median and average sales price again is holding fairly steady right now with some slight upticks. But if you look year over year, we're still up higher than this time last year. As far as price reductions, those numbers are not changing much. They're changing a little bit on a week-to-week basis, but when you look at the month-end numbers, there's not a whole lot of change going on. You can see roughly just north of 30% of the homes that are sold at a lower price than the currently advertised list price. You can see about half of the listings that are on the market are at a price that is lower than its original list price. This past week, somebody got some really good deals. You can see that the price reduction on some of those homes, on those sold homes, was almost 8% at 7.8%, which did bring down the overall list price to sales price ratio to 98%. But again, still really close to list price as far as sales price goes. Again, not a whole lot different to report this week versus the previous weeks, which is why I wanted to make it short and sweet. So sales are continuing to slow, but that's part of the seasonality that we see. Prices are continuing to move up just because we are short on inventory. And even though we are making week over week and month over month gains in inventory, it's not at a fast enough pace that is making an impact towards pricing, which is why you're still seeing some competition and why you're still seeing those sales prices really close to the list prices. So I hope you found that information interesting. As always, please tune in for the most up-to-date and local information on our real estate market here in the Tri-Cities. And if you've not already liked my Facebook page, or if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. please go ahead and do that. That just helps get this information out there, as well as you sharing it with your friends and family if you do find it helpful. And also, if you or anyone you know is thinking about selling either now or maybe after the holiday season, I would love to talk with them and sit down now to see how we can get that, have them get their home prepared throughout the holiday season in a much less stressful way than trying to get it done right after the first of the year. So as always, anyone looking to buy or sell here in the Tri-Cities, I can help, and I would love the opportunity to sit down and meet and see if we'd be a good fit for working with each other. So, like I said, short. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week.